ebidensya.
So I yield to the wisdom of our chair, Mr. Chair.
Maraming salamat po, Congresswoman Castro. Since the good Congresswoman is the last interpolator on the first presentation of PIDEA, now we can move on to, you still have another presentation, PIDEA?
Yes, Mr. Chair, regarding Domoy clandestine laboratory.
Where is the Domoy? Where is Domoy?
Domoy, sir, is the place where
yeah,
the clandestine
I
laboratory was raided by PIDEA in Davao City.
Sige
That was
po.
in 2004, sir.
Okay, so ito ay drugs pa rin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige po. Okay, please, is that, ilang minuto yan, Yusek? How many minutes is the presentation?
6 minutes, 40 seconds, sir.
Okay, sige. Please proceed.
Ready na? Mr. Chair, Your Honors, this presentation covers the chronology of events from December 31, 2004 to January 5, 2005, based from PIDEA Blatter, Dumoy case folder, and from other sources. On the screen are the locations of the Dumoy clandestine laboratory, location of 2 warehouses, and Arlene apartment, all in Davao City. On December 31, 2004, Davao City clandestine shabu laboratory was dismantled by PIDEA Region 11, Special Operations Unit, Anti-Illegal Drugs Special Operations Task Force, led by Asierto, Pacer Mindanao, Regional Intelligence Group of Pro 11 at MacArthur Highway, Barangay Dumoy, Davao City. Per PIDEA Blatter. On December 31, 2004, 6 o'clock p.m., joint elements of PIDEA 11 and 8 SOT, led by Police Superintendent Wilkins Villanueva and Police Superintendent Eduardo Asierto, left the office for the implementation of Search Warrant number 1088, duly signed by Honorable Judge Renato A. Fuentes, Branch 9, Regional Trial Court, Davao City, against Alan C., Jed Pilapil C., Alex C., Jung Pilapil, and alias Joey, John Does, and Jane Does for violation of Republic Act 9165. Seized in the clandestine laboratory are the following: processed shabu found on separate rooms of second floor of the Dumoy warehouse during the implementation of search warrant issued by Judge Fuentes. Processed shabu on its final stage of drying, assorted precursors and chemicals found on the ground floor, rotary evaporator found in one of the room and mixers used on the early stage of the production. 6 foreigners died during the shootout. On the screen are the pictures taken in Dumoy clandestine laboratory on January 1, 2005. Based on PIDEA Blatter, January 1, 2005, 10:35 a.m. PIDEA personnel left this office led by SPO3 Baltasar Carillo, with BID personnel led by Police Superintendent Winnie Kidato, proceeded to Arlene apartment in Torres Street, Obrero, Davao City, to follow up on dismantled clandestine laboratory. Still on January 1, 2005, 11 o'clock a.m., PIDEA personnel and BID personnel returned office and endorsed the following persons, namely: Jed Pilapil C., 29 years old; Lin Lu C., 63 years old; Tony Lu, 42 years old; Lim King Shu, 64 years old; John Pa C., 56 years old; Yashu Gu, 40 years old, Zhen Wentun, 18 years old, Lu Shi Xiao, 14 years old, Carlos C., 28 years old, Kyle Lanora, 46 years old, Alan Lim D., 34 years old, Ren D., 15 years old, Irene T. Dolar D., 39 years old, one Filipina, that is Jed Pilapil C., and the half Chinese national, $10 DC. The rest are Chinese nationals. They were endorsed to PDEA Region 11 for questioning and later released under custody of BID, Regional Office 11, Davao City. January 1, 2005, at 7 o'clock p.m., Police Senior Inspector Panpilo Cañete, Philippine National Police, escorted Jed Pilapil C. at Barrio Obrero, particularly in Arlen's apartment, Lacandula Street, Barrio Obrero, Davao City. Placed on certification that Jed Pilapil C. was released from the custody of PDEA in good physical and mental condition. Still based on PDEA blatter, January 4, 2005, 11:45 a.m., joint elements of PDEA Region 11, AIDSOT, and RIID, or Regional Intelligence and Investigation 11, led by Police Superintendent Wilkins Villanueva, Police Superintendent Asierto, and Police Superintendent Aquino, respectively left this office for the implementation of Search Warrant Number 1091 in Agdao, Davao City. Still based on PDEA blatter, the subject of Search Warrant Number 1091 in Agdao, Davao City are Alan C., Carlos C., Jed Pilapil C., Jong Pilapil, and Alex Kim for violation of Republic Act 9165. The operation resulted in the dismantling of the chemical storage facilities and the confiscation of assorted controlled precursors and essential chemicals and equipment. On January 4, 2005, 12:50 p.m., SPO3 Vicarillo endorsed the living person of one Jed Pilapil C. in good health and good physical condition. January 4, 2005, Carlos C. was turned over to duty custodial guard in PDEA. That is at 2:20 p.m. Still based on PDEA blatter, January 5, 2005, 12:35 p.m., PDEA operatives left the office bound to Bunawan area, Davao City, to conduct anti-drug operation. Air scrubber, a laboratory equipment used to mask the foul odor emitted during the initial stage of the process, found at the Politex Industrial Corporation compound in Bunawan, Davao City, owned by Alan C. This photo was taken on January 5, 2005, after the anti-drug operation in Bunawan Warehouse, Davao City. That ends my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yusek Gumban. Clarification lang. Why are you saying it's blatter? Wala bang report sa PDEA? Bakit laging PDEA blatter?
At that time, sir, we are not yet linked through computers, so it is in the blatter, always in the blatter.
So all anti-illegal drug activities that time were hindi pa what they call this, hindi pa PDEA ang nag-store ng mga reports.
We have still the PDEA already, sir, at 2002, but the personnel there in PDEA are all loaned from the Philippine National Police.
Okay, let me ask si former DG of the PDEA, Wilkins Villanueva. So when did you assume as Director General of PDEA?
I was appointed May 22, 2020, Mr. Chair.
2020.
Yes,
But
Mr.
in
Chair.
2004, during that trade, you were already an operative of the...
I was the
anti-illegal
regional
drugs.
director of the PDEA Regional Office 11.
So PDEA ka na nun.
At the same time, pacer kasi ako nung police pa, sir, ako nun eh.
What is PACER?
PACER, Police Anti-Crime Emergency Response.
Okay. So,
Yun yung pumalit, sir, sa PAOK, CTF.
okay. So, PACER, which also covers drugs.
Lahat yun, sir. Lahat po.
So, lahat
po.
ng anti-illegal, anti-criminality
Yes,
activities.
Mr. Chair.
So, you were the regional director.
Yes, Southern Area Office. Southern part of Mindanao, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, you were part of the team that raided the Dumoy apartment. Dumoy apartment ba yun o warehouse?
I led the
Okay.
operation, Mr. Chair.
Okay. And during that operations, merong kayong na-apprehend ng mga Chinese nationals.
Wala kaming na-apprehend during the operation, Mr. Chair.
And
Operation on December 31, dun yun, sir, sa Dumoy Clandestine Laboratory.
okay.
So, may 6 na namatay doon, Mr. Chair.
Yan ang I was referring to that.
Yes,
If
Mr.
meron
Chair.
pa bang iba?
Wala na, Mr. Chair.
So Dumoy lab, clandestine
Yes,
lab
clandestine
lang.
laboratory,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Walang Chinese nationals na apprehend doon.
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
But there were Chinese nationals who were killed.
That was on Arlene Apartment. At Arlene Apartment, Mr. Chair, kung saan doon nakatira yung grupo na, yun yung unang nilapagan, Mr. Chair, ng grupo na galing sa Maynila na we received information from the USDEA that Chinese nationals were arriving at Davao City. So, sinundan namin at doon lumapag, Mr. Chair. Doon kami nag-umpisang magtrabaho sa Arlene Apartment.
So ibig sabihin, nagkaroon ng enkwentro, nagkabarilan doon sa Arlene apartment?
No, Mr. Chair. Arlene Apartment is in Agdao.
Okay. I was asking
Residential
you-
yon, Mr. Chair.
Okay, listen, DJ My question was, doon sa Dumoy ba, na clandestine laboratory, may na-apprehend na mga Chinese?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala. Tinuro mo yung Arlene apartment. So I thought that you were explaining to me that the Chinese that were apprehended inside the Arlene apartment. Tama ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So doon sila hinuli.
Buong apartment yun, sir. Isang linyang apartment. Lahat ng Chinese doon, sir, pinag-ano namin.
So,
Kinwestiyon
yun na nga.
namin.
So lahat ng Chinese doon sa linya ng apartment na yon, according to you, ay hinuli nyo
Yeah, for questioning, Mr. Chair.
for questioning. Now, I noticed in the list of the names of the Chinese nationals there, meron dong 14 years old tsaka isang 15 years old.
Hindi ko na matandaan kasi yung mga...
Can we show
ano,
again please? Can we show the list of the names at Comsec? Kasi merong 14 tsaka 15. So, ang ibig sabihin, lahat sila, ginather nyo doon sa Arlene apartment, pati yung 14 tsaka 15-year-old, tinanong nyo rin, in-interview nyo rin.
In-interview, Mr. Chair.
And then, do you still recall ano yung nangyari doon sa interview nyo?
Yung... we just want to find out yung relation nung mga isa't isa doon, sir. Kasi yung syndicate is kumuha ng 3 bahay, 3 pinto sa apartment. Doon sila lahat lalabas, may bibilihin na equipment, babalik doon. So in short, doon yung home base nung drug syndicate na nag-ooperate ng Dumoy. Yan sir. Yan yung whole area ng Arlene Apartment. Diyan kami dinala galing sa airport. And this apartment, Mr. Chair, was the subject also of our previous operation, pero hindi nag-prosper. So, alam namin itong apartment na ito. In fact, Mr. Chair, nagpapasok pa kami ng, nagpa-employ pa kami ng tao dito, Mr. Chair, para araw-araw meron kaming lookout as katulong ng one of the apartments, Mr. Chair. So, what we did, lahat ng naandon na Chinese-looking, na nagre-reflect sa aming mga surveillance camera, pinag-i-invite namin, Mr. Chair, to find out more dun sa post-operation investigation. At ito, hindi ko na matandaan yan, Mr. Chair, eh. Kasi sama-sama yan.
Kasama ba dyan yung 6 Chinese nationals that were killed?
Wala, Mr. Chair, kasi you shoot, dun, una sa shootout sila namatay, sir, eh. Doon sa Dumoy Laboratory. This was after the operation sa Dumoy Clandestine Laboratory, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung namatay na 6 plus ito. Ayan yung mga Chinese na nandiyan dyan.
Nadaan doon, Mr. Chair. Nadaan
Okay.
doon.
So, I was given an information that after the Dumoy raid, I think ikaw din yata nag-lead nitong team na to, you went to a CDO Cagayan de Oro warehouse to make a follow-up. Tama ba yan?
Yes, Mr. Chair. That was after the conduct of post-operation investigation. Ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, lahat ng basura doon, tiningnan natin, lahat ng karton, tiningnan natin yung mga kung saan galing, tinuro ngayon kami sa Cagayan de Oro City, Mr. Chair.
Do you remember the exact address of the Cagayan de
It
Oro
was
warehouse?
on a warehouse, Mr. Chair. Yung meron kasi prentahan ng warehouse sa Cagayan de Oro na pinaparentahan, each and every warehouse. Doon namin nakita yung iba pang laboratory
Equipment.
equipment.
Okay.
Ang thinking ko, Mr. Chair, is after sa Dumoy Laboratory, mag-establish sila na another laboratory
Sa Cagayan,
sa Cagayan de Oro.
Okay. Do you recall kung sino may-ari ng warehouse?
Same, Johnson Chua, Mr.
Johnson
Chair.
Chua rin.
Yes, sir. So, ang ginagawa kasi modus nila, Mr. Chair, is pag naubos na yung chemicals sa isang area, hindi na sila maglilipat. Kukuha na naman ng bagong chemicals doon sa ini-establish nilang laboratory. So, hindi sila natapos dito dahil na-stop na nga, sir, yung operation nila. If you can see doon sa presentation nila, there was another warehouse doon sa Agdao naman, Mr. Chair. Naka-ready yun for that clandestine laboratory. This clandestine laboratory, Mr. Chair, is just 5 days old.
Yung Agdao?
Yes, no, in Dumoy.
Okay.
Kasi from the start of the manufacture, 5 years, kaya walang nang nailabas doon, Mr. Chair. Walang nailabas na gamit or drugs doon dahil naagapan namin. Otherwise, uubusin nila lahat ng chemicals na naandun sa Agdao na warehouse. And also, doon sa Polytex naman. Kasi kung makikita nyo, merong malaking air scrubber doon, Mr. Chair, doon sa Polytex, sabi Bunawan, yun yung ilalagay nila sa Cagayan de Oro. And they will be building a bigger laboratory, bigger than that in Dumoy, Mr. Chair.
So, sa iyong palagay, konektado yung Dumoy, Agdao, and then the one in Cagayan de Oro?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, yan ay sindikato nung
Mr. Chair,
sinasabi?
dinala kami doon. 24/7 na kasi yung coverage namin doon sa grupo. So there were times from Davao City, dediretsyong Cagayan de Oro. Yung tao natin, sir, susunod hanggang Cagayan de Oro. Mag-check, uutos na agad ako na mag-check-in ng hotel at magbibili na ng damit agad, Mr. Chair, dahil ang bit-bit nila kung ano yung suot lang nila eh.
Okay.
So talagang coverage yun. For 3 months covered, 24/7 yung operation na yun.
Who was the main personality doon sa inyong 24/7 ninyong monitoring?
Si Alan C. is the operations officer. Siya yung bumibili ng mga freezer, ng iba't ibang gamit. Si Jed Pilapil C., convicted na ito, nakakulong na ito, sir.
Yung asawa ito?
Asawa ni Alan C.
Okay.
Kasama rin sa bumibili ng gamit. And si Jong Pilapil, kapatid ni Jed C., ganun din, sir. Procurement officers din
So,
sila.
si Jed Pilapil si Pilipino yan, no? Yung Jong Pilapil ay Pilipino.
Pilipino rin yan.
Ang asawa niya ay si Alan C.,
Alan
who
C.
is a Chinese national.
Yes, Mr.
Now,
Chair.
ang ibig niyo sabihin, yung Dumoy, Agdao, and Cagayan de Oro, si Alan C. And family yan. Walang ibang personality na involved. Maybe a financier or the owner of the warehouse, yung mga ganyan. Anong...
We believe, Mr. Chair, si Alan C. is only in Cagayan de Oro base. Siya yung operations officer doon. But ang main player doon is si Johnson Chua.
okay. Yun yung Johnson Chua that was presented as the alleged mastermind.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. Siya rin yung siya rin yung nag-rent doon sa Cagayan de Oro City. For the information of the body, Mr. Chair, binayaran nila yung Cagayan de Oro City ng warehouse cash 1 year.
Okay.
Pero hindi pa nila tinirahan yun. Naglagay lang sila ng mga gamit doon, Mr. Chair.
And na-recover nyo yung mga gamit?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano yung mga gamit?
Ganun din, sir. Kung ano yung nakita mo dito sa laboratory,
So, kung-
ganun din yung
Pang
naandun.
ano yun? Pang laboratory?
Laboratory,
ng Shabu.
ano, sir.
Okay. So, is Johnson Chua a Chinese-Filipino or
I believe
Chinese?
he's Chinese national,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
So, what are the other information you have gathered kay Mr. Johnson Chua?
Ganito kasi yan, Mr. Chair. We were overwhelmed. Kokonti lang ang PIDEA noon. Yung age SOT ni Colonel Asierto is 6 lang sila, sir. Isang team lang sila. Overwhelmed talaga kami ng trabaho. Now, yung nakita na namin, Mr. Chair, na nagdadry na sila, on the drying stage na sila, sir, we immediately applied for a search warrant kay Judge on December 29 of 2004. The search warrant was granted by Judge Fuentes. So initially, ang tutok ng buo, kukunti lang kami nun, sir, less than 28 lang ang PIDEA nun sa Region 11. Ang tutok namin is yung laboratory. But we know na merong mga different warehouses na binibisita. 5 warehouses yun, Mr. Chair, yung pinocover namin. 3 doon, 2 doon na warehouse, nag-positive, tsaka isang laboratory. So inuna namin yung laboratory. Kaya kung makikita nyo doon, Mr. Chair, December 31, we conducted anti-clandestine laboratory operation doon sa Dumoy. Natapos yun, Mr. Chair. Immediately, pumunta kami ngayon sa warehouse, doon sa Eileen apartment. Nung gabi na rin yun, Mr. Chair. Para maagapan, baka makuha namin yung mga naando na sinusurveillance namin, baka makita namin doon sa apartment. Kasama na po doon si General Simeon Dizon, kasama doon si Mayor Duterte, kasama...
Yan, yung nasa pictures kanina.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Mr. Chair. So, nag-backtrack, post-investigation, nakita namin yung sinubaybayan namin another warehouse sa Agdao, nag-apply na naman kami ng another warrant for that. That is why January 4 na i-implement yung sa Agdao, Mr. Chair. And then, another warehouse or yung Polytex, Davao Polytex International, doon namin nakuha naman yung scrubber, January 5 naman yon, Mr. Chair.
Pagka merong bang may possession ng scrubber, CPEX
Yes,
ba yan?
Mr. Chair.
So kasama yan dun sa
Laboratory.
CPEX. Okay, so part of the laboratory.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So if you're caught with possession of a scrubber, as you call it, you are liable against the you are violating.
Walang violation, Mr. Chair, pero definitely, pang-laboratory yun, Mr. Chair. Pang-shabu yun.
Okay. So wala ba ibang gumagamit ng scrubber?
Wala po.
Okay. I don't know if this is a coincidence. Kasi when you made a follow-up operation sa Cagayan de Oro, dun sa warehouse na yon, do you remember where the location of the warehouse is? Hindi mo na matandaan
Hindi
yung
ko na
address?
ma-recall, Mr. Chair, pero dun sa... Hindi.
Kasi I was given an information na yung warehouse na yan ay located doon sa area where allegedly the brother of Michael Yang, Mr. Tony Yang, has a business.
Possible, Mr. Chair.
So I don't know if this is a coincidence, no? Na medyo malapit sa mga Yang itong usapin tungkol sa clandestine Shabu laboratory.
Yes. But Mr. Chair, kasi during that time, talagang wala kaming personality na Michael Yang eh.
Okay.
Kaya hindi namin pinansin, hindi nga kilala si Michael Yang. Kasi si Johnson Chua lang, sir, ang kilala namin.
Okay.
Now, during while we were on the intelligence and surveillance operation sa Dumoy, biglang lumabas, according to Colonel Asierto, lumabas yung pangalan ng Alan Lim. Dahil si Alan Lim, Mr. Chair, is subject nila sa Cavite. Pero hindi ko kilala si Alan Lim. So, kala ni Colonel Asierto na si Alan Lim is same person with Alan C. Kaya, nasa Manila si Colonel Asierto, so tinawagan niya ako, Bok, si Alan C. nahuli. Sabi ko, paano mahuhuli? Nandito yan eh. Nasa Eileen apartment eh. So, it came out na si Alan Lim na alleged owner ng Cavite Clandestine Laboratory is different from Alan C. sa Davao Dumoy Laboratory, Mr. Chair. But si Michael Yang wala doon sa personality, Mr. Chair eh. Kasi kung naandun siya sa personality, Mr. Chair, kasama siya sa kinuha namin.
So,
Kasama siya dun sa listahan na naandun, Mr. Chair.
wala kayong mga information
wala,
sa
Mr. Chair.
intelligence reports, wala siya.
Wala po.
walang-
But si Johnson Chua, Mr. Chair, ang main player.
Is there a
That we thought
connection
during
or
that
link
time.
between Johnson Chua and Mr. Michael Yang?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala? No business transactions? Nothing?
We did not conduct the post-operation investigation on Michael Yang because wala nga siya sa personality namin, including sa AIDSOT personality. Kasi
When you did your intel gathering against Mr. Johnson Chua, wala kayong wala kayong nakita na Michael Yang doon.
wala po.
So you're telling us that Michael Yang is not in any way, as per you, not connected with Johnson Chua Syndicate.
Michael Yang is not collected in Dumoy Laboratory.
No, overall. Kahit
I'm in charge of the Dumoy, Mr. Chair. Wala naman akong pakialam sa buong Pilipinas eh. Regional Office 11 lang ako, sir eh. So, doon ako sa Dumoy. And we made sure ni Colonel Asierto, sino yung personality niya, sino yung personality ko. Wala namang Michael Yang doon. Kasi kung naandun yung Michael Yang, hahanapin namin. Maliit lang ang Davao, Mr. Chair eh. Hanapin namin. But si Johnson Chua, lumabas kasi yung pangalan ni Johnson Chua dun sa toll record na nakita na nasa Davao City. So we identified na naandun yung Johnson Chua. But hindi pa namin namumukaan kung sino yung Johnson Chua during that time. Kasi focus kami, Mr. Chair, sa laboratory. Nakatakas yung Johnson Chua na sana nakuha namin, Mr. Chair. Kasi nung January 1, nagdatingan lahat ng big sa Davao City, sir eh. Naando si late General Reyes, naando si DG Abinido, naandun si General Aglipay, naandun si General De Leon. So naandun lahat. Instead of me conducting post-operation, intelligence operation, investigation, nag-entertain kami, sir, ng bisita on January 1. Doon nakatakas si Johnson Chua, sir. Na sana, kami, na-identify yung yung bahay. Later na namin na-identify yung bahay eh.
So, nag-entertain muna kayo ng bisita bago na...
That's what happened, Mr. Chair.
Baklase yun. This guy is a big-time drug lord. And napataka siya because nag-entertain tayo ng bisita. Anyway, so lastly, ito, there were reports, no? According to, if I'm not mistaken, I heard it dun sa statement ni Mr. Las Cañas, no? Na itong mga Chinese nationals na nahuli ay tinanong siya, no? Tinanong sila, nasan yung inyong passport? Yung inyong para ma-ascertain yung identities nitong mga to. And they mentioned the name na nasa boss namin. Sabi nila, nasa boss namin, ang pangalan ng boss nila ay si Mr. Michael Yang. So, and that actually is the information na nakuha ng informer. Kaya nalaman natin na itong si Michael Yang ay may malaking posibilidad na involved dito sa Johnson Chua drug syndicate.
Mr. Chair, si Las Cañas wala dun sa operation eh. Wala nga, hindi ko nga nakita during the 3 months of operation namin yung mukha ni Las Cañas eh. Kaya hindi ko alam kung saan nang gagaling yung sinasabi niya eh.
Okay, so sige, that's noted. The next to interpolate is Congressman Keith Flores. You have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.